What up, KC? Welcome to Raw KC Podcast, where we are
real ass women having real ass conversations.
Period. Welcome to our Uncovered edition. So this is going to be something brand new for us. So we're covering mental health today. So if you're at home tuning in, grab your tissues, go ahead and lay up on that couch. Let's get that therapy going. Yeah. All right. So I guess we can start with intros. Well, y'all should know who I am. Yeah. That girl. It's Tori, the girl about Tori.
And this is motherfucking Rocky. I got to say that every motherfucking time.
Yeah, you weren't going to let that
slide. Never. Now we can proceed.
Okay. All right. So who do we have with us today?
You go first?
I can go first. I'm Akila, part of the Can I Talk My Shit podcast. Hey.
I am Aviana, the 14-time award-winning artist, 1/4 of Can I Talk My Shit, and the host of Obviously. Y'all know where to tap in with me. I am Aviana on everything.
Period.
Except Snapchat, because you got to be privy to that information.
Who got Snappy Chat? I don't even got Snappy Chat.
I love me some Snap.
Shit, that is not my name
24
on Snapchat.
hours like that.
Do not look for me as Aviana on Snapchat. You will not find me.
Just don't look for nobody on Snap. That's personal.
I'm not even on Snap.
For sure.
And Snap is one like my personal time and shit.
Yeah. All right, who we have here?
And I'm Tamera Vang. I am the COO of the Kansas City Black Mental Health Initiative.
Yes.
All right. Yep. Snap.
Fun fact. That's my classmate. Hey, go Pirates.
Come
whoa,
on.
Whoa.
Here we go again.
Whoa, wait. How do I not know you, but I know her?
Wait a minute. How do you not know her?
You went to Purcell?
Yes.
What is going on here?
Yes, I did.
I was there.
She did. Like,
what was your major?
Vocal music.
Instrumental.
So you was like next door? You was
I graduated in 08.
Oh, I wouldn't have probably knew you.
I was just like to say,
I kind of wasn't there. Like, how could I? We wasn't the same major.
I know her.
For damn sure.
But I wouldn't have. How would I have knew you?
Middle school building when I was there, class of 2000.
I didn't go. I went to Westport Middle. It was lit.
Kansas City, so damn. You said pirate. I was like, huh?
Wait a minute.
I don't know how
we got a whole reunion.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
But we had a lot more times back then.
Yeah, but I really didn't talk to underclassmen like that. And my boyfriend was like out of school.
Yeah, because you was popular.
No, I wasn't. You guys, I wasn't. Okay, let's go.
Most of my friends were upperclassmen.
Yes, that's why I don't know how
all of my friends were upperclassmen. Her and the gang she rolled with.
Well, I didn't hang with her and her friends.
Oh, well, shit, that might be it. I rolled with the instrumentalists.
Oh.
And the writers.
I was singing.
She was
in this boss room.
We just found out that you rapped not too long ago.
I got a little talent.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Music, I just didn't pick up a flute my whole singing.
You know what? I know why y'all didn't talk.
I
know for sure why y'all didn't talk, because I was in choir with her.
And you were instrumental with me.
Yes.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's why.
That definitely makes sense.
So y'all didn't cross paths.
Yeah, probably never.
Probably wouldn't have.
And then I was in the ROTC gang as well, so.
For sure was in that.
Well, this is many years later.
Reunion.
Almost 20.
Hey, we don't want to talk about it.
That's crazy.
I'm 2000, is all I'm saying.
That's cool.
You
That's
right.
up there.
Yeah.
With my baby daddy and them.
25 now.
He was a pirate too. Shout out to my baby daddy. All right.
Before we get into the therapy sessions, we got a question for y'all.
Okay.
So tell them, how long have you been doing podcasts, and then how has it affected you mentally, the good and the bad?
I'll let you go first.
I've been doing podcasts for a month.
I mean, let them know how though. Like, it's real.
I literally started. I auditioned for Can I Talk My Shit's female co-host. The first audition, the best. And so
they told us to stop auditions after her, and she was our first one.
And then we've been rocking since October. So yeah, it's been a whole month.
So how you liking it so far?
I love it. I get to actually talk my shit, so it's great. Most of the stuff I would keep bottled inside, I get to actually say out loud.
And it feel good, don't it?
It's a release. Amen. I'm sick of heifers coming for me already, but that's okay.
So that's the bad. That's the bad part of it.
I mean, it was just one in particular so far, but that's about it.
I told you it was coming with the territory.
Other than that, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So.
Okay. How about you?
Honestly, I've been potting for about 8 years. I started off literally doing question of the day, and it was a daily video. And that was back, just regular Facebook Live. I was tapping people in, talk to me, I talked back. There was nothing was taboo. You could ask whatever questions you wanted. And then I ended up meeting somebody that put me in with Funny as It Gets and put me in BLE. And like I said, I'm coming up on my 2-year anniversary of being in BLE. And I actually ended up ending question of the day because I felt like nobody respected my platform. It was a safe zone, this, that, and the other. Like, all opinions were welcome and valid there. But I got people that like just constantly wanted to run my show or thought they were going to do what they came to do, what they wanted to do on that particular show. And I ended up ending it. And then I came up with Obviously. And I said, this is obviously my show, so we obviously gonna talk about what the fuck I want. I don't give a fuck about y'all feelings no more. I gave y'all a safe zone. Y'all ran over me, and I said, fuck you. So that's been going on for about 8 years. And Can I Talk My Shit? We started last year. Me and the boys, we were all going through like literally the exact same shit at the same time. So we sitting there in a smoke session, and Dutch was like, y'all want to start a podcast? And I'm like, about what? And they were like, everything we going through, we just gonna sit here and talk shit about it. And we're going to tell the truth about it. And we did. And within a month, we were nominated for KCPCA and we brought it home.
Okay.
So, honestly, I love podcast life, but podcast life is stressful as fuck.
So what makes it stressful?
Mm-hmm. I need people to realize that it's not just the 2 hours that you see me on one show or the 2 hours that you see me on another show. That's not that all that goes into it. Mm-hmm. That's the culmination of the week, and y'all just getting the 2-hour synopsis. Like, Can I Talk My Shit is literally 4 grown-ass people that are sitting there talking about shit about their life, about life in general, about everything that y'all are scared to talk about. We bring it to air. We don't give a fuck. You literally found 4 motherfuckers that could not care less. And it got to the point to where, shit, we a reality TV show at this point.
It feel like it all.
But I need people to understand that it's not.
So it's the people talking shit back?
I don't give a fuck about that. That don't bother me.
So what's
I think it's the business aspect of it. Like, it's the, I mean, because people gonna talk their shit back. I wouldn't be surprised when I started a show called Can I Talk My Shit? Somebody was gonna talk back, period.
Yeah.
And the hate was real when we got nominated. And
but that's like, cool, right?
Yeah,
that's what you need.
Yeah. So guess what?
Hate is good, right?
A hater's still a viewer. I'm still getting fucking paid. What did Cat Williams say? You ain't got nobody to hate on. Feel free to hate on me. Mm-hmm. It's just, it does get stressful. It does become a lot sometimes because of the amount that, like, some days the talking shit is okay. They just talking their shit. But when you send it for us, that's completely different. Because I'm a step behind mine. Because at the end of the day, like, I got with them, I called Dave, I'm like, yo, these my peoples, we about to do this. Mm-hmm. So anybody that I'm putting my name on, please believe them, I'll spin the world backwards behind them.
So it's getting real behind this podcast shit.
It's been real.
That's crazy.
It's been real.
Y'all better not play with me because I'm real in real life. We don't play it wrong. I know.
Say that shit right.
What's up with you, Tim?
And do. Okay.
So what you think we should do to calm the stress? For me, potting is therapeutic. So I come here it's really therapeutic to me. It's like therapy. We like to talk about all type of stuff here. Raw shit. And I go to therapy too. I'm team therapy. I got a therapist. Right now I'm taking a break from her, but and me and my daughter is doing therapy because she's a senior. She's about to graduate, and I want to make sure that if it's anything that she want to get out or anything that I may have missed, I want to make sure we connect before she disperses and start her new venture of life. So that's where I'm at. And it has got so emotional. It's crazy, y'all, seeing my daughter. It's like me. She looked like me. It's just crazy. Like,
you seeing a reflection of yourself.
Yeah, but way better. She's super dope. Like, I was dope. But I ain't even gonna lie. I was a fast tail little girl. You know, I was boy crazy. But I had the books and all that. I had that down. It was the other shit. So I knew if I ever became a mother, like, what I was going to do different. I know my mama watching. I ain't throwing no shade to you, but I just knew I was going to be a better mother than what I saw. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it came to men and all type of stuff. She was in an abusive relationship. I had to watch that. And I left at 17 and I never went back. So I kind of grew up too fast. So I held on to my baby as tight as I can. So when y'all see me living my life when my daughter graduates next year, mind your motherfucking business.
Okay. I
got one more left.
You are? Yeah, I'm in therapy.
And how do you like it?
I love therapy. I love my therapist. Because I have a black woman therapist, and I
Me
made
too.
Sure, sure because no shade to any other ethnicity, but dag nabbit, y'all don't understand.
Y'all don't get it
like we understand us.
So, when you get done, let me touch on that just a little bit about why that is and why choosing a therapist is super important.
Yes. So, and I wanted a black female therapist as well because, you know, at the time I was going through, I had just finished my divorce and I was angry, very, very angry. And I did not want to spill it into my son. So I had to find a way to get it out without it affecting him. So that's why I started therapy.
Therapy is a wonderful thing.
It is.
If it's done right. Oftentimes what we see as therapists is our people being used and abused. The mind controls the body, as we all know, right?
Facts.
People forget that. You go see a doctor once a year minimum. Herbalist, whoever you want to go see, right?
Yep.
Why not go see somebody about your brain, but you don't want to let everybody in your brain?
Can I piggyback off of that question?
Absolutely, go ahead.
So I grew up in a house where therapy was the devil. Like depression was the devil. My mom did not understand what depression was until maybe a year or so ago. It's like at one point in time, literally, she tried to have me exercised. Like she literally thought like it was something wrong with me, but I'm like, Mom, I'm telling you what's wrong with me. I'm telling you what I'm feeling. And I had to literally explain to my mom, I said, your brain is an organ like everything else. Why do you not think that it can get sick? Like everything in your body goes through your brain. Thoughts, it controls everything. Like you didn't think that one day it might give out on you?
That part.
And it literally took for me to have a whole heart to heart. And she like was one of those people that was running to the church. Oh, God is my answer. He's going to fix it. He's going to do that, which I'm not knocking. But I was like, Mama, God gave that therapist that brain power to help you. Like you want to keep saying God's putting the help in front of you, Mama, go get it.
That part. I mean, even therapists have therapists.
You fucking hear me.
Wait a minute. Let me tell you about that.
That was actually one of my questions.
Now, let me tell you about that.
How do you feel about that? Because so my mama do hair, and she used to always go back home and fix her shit every time she had to fix a piece of hair. So do you critique every person?
No. So here's the deal. A good therapist, a sound therapist, an ethical therapist has a therapist that they do not know, that they do not work with, that is not in the same community, that is right for them. Okay? I have a therapist. My therapist is a woman, but she does not look like what y'all would think she would look like.
Okay.
She coming in her like street clothes.
No, God, no. I wish. Okay. No,
Did you have to shop? So I had to shop for a therapist.
You have
like
to.
My first couple times, it was like, you know, and I'm like, I'm cool on you. Do somebody else, you know, and then it fit. It's like shopping, like getting rid of niggas.
But you also have to go on.
I get rid of niggas.
I do that.
For real. Go on like Psychology Today. And then also go on Google. Go to Health Grades. Look at, and this goes for all practitioners, look at what the Black people's comments are. Look at what the Latin people's comments, all those people, look at the females' comments. Look at those comments and see what type of person that is. So that goes back to my original thing. Should a good sound therapist has a therapist, number one. But number two is like unto it, okay? Number two, a good sound therapist has clinical supervision throughout their career. And thirdly, a good sound therapist gets continuing education above and beyond.
Because everything changes.
Okay.
Come on.
Over time.
The regular.
Girl, you got me some new questions to ask my therapist. You know, when I get another one. You know what I'm saying? Because I be interviewing motherfuckers too.
You have to.
Like it would work or just whatever. I be wanting to know stuff too. So that's some new stuff. Can I get that in writing later?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
And also, You need to make sure that you have the therapist for the right situation. Not every
you fucking hear me.
Well, yeah, right. You are right.
Let me piggyback off of you.
40.
So I had a man pull a gun on me at work last year.
trauma.
And they sent me through their work therapist
Let me
to
tell you
have me evaluated and this, that, and the other. Mind you, my first issue was y'all put me in a room with a man.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I just told y'all a man tried to take my life. You think I ain't got a fear of kind of the male species right now?
Yeah.
You put me in the room with this man who literally I was only there because he had a job to do. Not because I was his patient, not because of none of that. And because it was a work situation, my job didn't even cover it. Which I ended up leaving the job and everything. They were like, well, if you want to continue therapy, it's $140 per session. I said, if I'm going to continue therapy, it's not going to be with this motherfucker. Because y'all just put me in a room with somebody that y'all thought could help me, and he's just trying to analyze the situation to figure out if they can pay me or not.
Well, and the reason why that is, I'm probably going to be in trouble, but I'm going to say it anyway. Fuck it. You have to diagnose at that, and that's what makes KCBMHI different. In traditional therapy, all of it, right? You diagnosed the first time you just saw this person. You met them for 8 minutes. And then you go, you know
diagnose.
What? Borderline personality disorder. Narcissistic
I've been in therapy so long.
I think everybody has a
So how long do you think it actually takes before you could
Not the day of.
No, sometimes it is. Sometimes Haldol exists for a reason. Sometimes it's a time and a place. But no, seriously, it usually takes me and most therapists who are, again, good sound therapists, got the trifecta there, about 3 to 7 sessions. Most agencies, and I'm not going to say which ones, but most agencies want you to diagnose right then and there. And private practice is a lot easier. So at KCBMHI, we take our time. We want to know the history first. We want to see, is this rooted in trauma? Is this a obsessive compulsive thing that you're doing that's rooted in a traumatic event? Can we collapse this traumatic event in your mind to where you have the memory of it, but you don't have any of the stuff with it? And oftentimes we can go, boop, collapse that whole deal, and then it's not an issue.
So do you require a certain amount of sessions, or it kind of go with the flow of the person?
It is person-centered. All healthcare, hear me when I say this, all healthcare should be person-centered.
Right, whenever they want to. But you know how they be pushing people. You know how you go to the doctor. Ooh, they hate to see me coming at the doctor because I ask so much stuff. I be asking how much stuff costs because I be trying to hit my deductible. Y'all, I don't be that sick. So I'm asking how much this costs. Is that the same test you ran last month? Because we ain't running it this month. That costs this much. Because I be paying attention to everything. So, you know, sometimes they just want you to keep going, poking, you doing this and that. You know, sometimes you may feel like some therapists may be trying to like keep you coming, like, all right, we need you here 3-4 more times, you know, so they could keep running that insurance or whatever.
So that's where.
Have you ever met anybody like that?
Of course, I don't work in agency. What you mean?
I just want you to say for the people at Wild KC.
Yes.
How long have you been in therapy now?
As a personally or
as a therapist?
As a therapist. Thank you.
I mean, my entire career. So I started out in case management, which is more counseling. And so this has been almost a 20-year career.
Oh, the epic shit only.
How did you know you wanted to be a therapist?
No, how did the therapist know that they wanted to be me? That's no, for real. Yeah. Like when I was growing up, people would tell me their business.
Yeah. No facts. We had no. I kid you not. She had such a spirit, and it was so open because you do know I'm still in therapy for that day.
I understand.
I am still in therapy for that.
I understand.
And because even when I went home, it got no better.
But then I didn't tell nobody.
Yeah, you kept that between me and you, which is one reason I will forever admire you. Because that was a hell of a day.
To today.
That was a hell of a fucking day.
You brought it up, and they don't even know what it is, right?
Yeah, we don't know.
Something like this.
Okay, so Tamera had a very, very open spirit, and we had a very rocky friendship back then. But when shit came down to it, she came to fuck through. I was in a highly abusive situation as a child. My stepfather was a pedophile. I was coming to school, beat the fuck up, bruised up, everything. And one day it got so bad, she said, we're saying something. Today, she walked me to the school social worker, held my hair while I threw up, stayed there with me the whole fucking time. I shit you not, but that was like literally 8 years of abuse. And when the police told my mama that I couldn't be around my stepfather, she took me straight back home to him. She came to check on me the next morning in school, and I'm in tears because it's only getting worse. It's only getting worse until my mama eventually put me out and kept him.
Dang.
But when I tell you she was... Back then, we should have known you was gonna go into this because literally, no, you were there and
that's what's up.
You kept calm. Like literally, she called the 911 emergency hotline. I kid you not.
I can see that because she did have that kind of spirit, that calming spirit.
She called the 911 emergency hotline and they were like, "Well, if she's not being assaulted right now, this is what you can do." Da da da. Blase blase. And she's 17 years old. Mm-hmm. And shit you not, we went through that whole thing and she held my hand the whole fucking time. Did not leave my side until they told her she had to.
Dang. And what are the odds you run into her here today? At Wild KC. This is crazy.
This is a full circle moment. Yeah. So I've never, and still to that, she told her story.
Never repeated it.
Yeah,
and I would never.
I believe you.
So when it came to things like that, and you guys don't know this about me, I was abused my entire childhood. Real bad.
And I kid you not, when it was time for somebody else that needed that help, she stepped up.
Wow. But the caveat was that all these adults would tell me their secrets. You just got through beating the fuck out of me, but then you would tell me.
Now you want to confide in me?
Oh yeah, people are sick. People are not well. They really are. They're unwell, and I kept thinking. I said, why don't they go talk to somebody about this? I'm a kid. I'm 6 years old. What am I going to do about you liking to wear pantyhose when your wife is gone? Like, what? Yeah. What does that? Yeah. What does that have to do with me? But I learned how to keep my mouth shut, and then every session follow up and do those things that I did for you, which again, I would never talk about.
So you was chosen, you're living like your...
I had never heard about it in the school after that, nothing. Like, she kept that under wraps for me, and she checked on me every day until the end of the school year.
So I have a question.
I might have an answer.
Did you have strangers just come up to you and tell you they...
Oh, my God.
We were strangers when she found out my story.
Oh, my God. Do you know how many people... And it's bad. It's bad to the point where now I just be like... Don't even. I couldn't put my sunglasses on. Don't make eye contact.
Put the blinders
on. For real, because
I understand. For real,
they go, "Are you a therapist?"
How'd you know?
People go, "You're telling me that you're a therapist." I'm like, I might be. How can I help you? But like seriously, I've had people just come up and be like, "Oh, you have a real kind spirit," and then they want to talk, and I talk with them.
I absolutely love this for you though, because I never thought I would run into you almost 20 years later, and you've made a career out of that was literally a life-changing moment for me because I was alone back then. I had Lynette, and she ended up getting killed. I don't know if you know that story.
Yeah, I do, unfortunately.
So when she died, it was...
I'm trying to tell you.
Nothing. And the fact that this has come full circle for you and you've literally made a career out of that is a blessing. That is impressive. We need more people like you.
It's hard to do.
Amen.
It's designed for you not to be that way. You guys don't know. I don't think you knew for real. I lived in a trap house my entire career.
Wow.
So when I went to college and I got into colleges far away from my hellhole.
You want to just start a whole new...
But at the time, your parents had to sign for your FAFSA.
All that.
And guess what my ass
ended up in the military.
UMKC. All right, and so
I thought you started off at UMKC.
UMKC is a good school.
Not at that time, and not for black people, and not in the realm of
my mama
therapy.
was mad because she wanted me to go to UMKC, and I said no. For one, they didn't.
So
have
where
my
did
major,
you want to go? Because then you graduated at the top of the class.
Correct.
For damn sure.
So
and did
for damn sure.
and did. I wasn't at the top where she was, but I was in the 10%.
No,
you were. I was at the top, but you had, you was like, which one was you?
I was
you wasn't. But she was right under there, and then I was a couple seats under there.
I was not salutatorian either. I got robbed. Let's talk about that. But that's another. I ain't gonna.
Really? So hold on. Let's talk about it, because I don't remember a lot of people from school. Everybody talks about me. I was in my own world, honey. I grew up too fast. I wasn't worried about the people. So who was this is Raw KC. So if we say your name, this was years ago. Don't be in your feelings and shit.
Well, no, your feelings.
That person is in their feelings.
No fault.
This was 06. What you talking about now?
So valedictorian was Jaquette.
Mm-hmm.
And then who was the salutatorian?
I think it was Abigail.
That sounds really familiar.
I remember her.
Mm-hmm.
And then what else they got? Treasurer or some shit?
No.
The ones
that are normally on stage for graduation, you got the valedictorian who make a speech, the salutatorian.
But wait a minute.
Wait. Got the class
hold the phone, Dorothy.
The top.
I was in.
Was any of them? Did they help us plan the reunion?
No. Remember, it became us because we were.
I'm trying to figure out how did I get in there.
So
this ain't on the list.
I ain't
Let's
gonna lie,
talk about something else. We'll talk about this off camera. Because I'm trying to figure out I wasn't none of that shit. How the hell did we end up planning our reunion? They were supposed to plan a reunion, right?
Student council normally plans a reunion.
Student council.
Supposed to.
I was on student council.
Every reunion I've been to has been
because you
student
had
council.
to be elected.
And was Keelan too?
No, he was. No.
I just want to say.
I
love you. I know all the shit we all talking about.
What was Keelan?
Class of 2000 ain't had not one reunion, and I
y'all did
Hogan ain't had not one either.
They
for real? No, we
ain't. The year 05 sold out at a lot of the schools.
I was on one of the damn planning committees.
Lincoln Central and Paseo. I done been to all of them.
Yeah,
we ain't had
not one, and it'll be 25 years next year. So keep that energy.
We going to 20, and we trying to go on the cruise with some of our people was acting broke. They didn't answer, but we ain't gonna go there.
Some of them acting broke.
I'm just saying, we put out the thing last year, so we got a whole year to pay for this. You make a payment plan because I'm with planning ahead. I got a kid I'm about to have in college, and I still got a 7-year-old. I'm not rich. I'm poor. I work for the state of Missouri. Don't get it twisted. They don't pay that much. I got good benefits.
But no, we have not had not one reunion, and I'm okay with that because most of the people that I talked to then was fine. I didn't deal with a lot of people in my class. I dealt with a lot of folks in 01. Me in 01 was cool. I mean, I didn't deal with a whole bunch of folks in 2000 because they were weird.
I ain't gonna lie.
But don't you like to see how people was like?
I mean, the people I want to see, I keep in touch with. But class reunions are really, really shitty for me because 2 out of the 3 high schools I went to with my best friend. And every class reunion I walk into, they got a big ass picture of her right there. And it fucks me up every time. Away? She got killed by her baby daddy that went to school with us.
What? Oh, wow.
You didn't hear about this?
Who? This person went to Paseo?
Yes, both of them did.
Rhonda.
Oh my God, you sound like she done said my motherfucking government on the wrong case. I guess we're keeping it wrong today. Grab the
extremely,
bitches.
Because let's be real. Because I went to Southwest first. That's before they closed it the first time. This is how old I am. I want y'all to remember this.
She said this how
old. Before they closed the first time. That was the 90s.
Somebody you go to.
So my freshman and sophomore year, I was at Southwest. My junior and senior year, I went to Paseo. Although I wanted to drop out right after sophomore year because I was like,
I love Paseo. I belong there. I went to Westport my first. It was lit. I love Westport. Shout out to the Tigers. We had a good time, but they were so slow. And I'm like, oh my God, they're learning things I learned out south like 3 years ago. But it was fun. It was like the best freshman year. And I just told, hey mom, put me somewhere else. I don't belong here. Help. You know?
So funny story.
And
my office is in Westport Middle.
Really?
Oh, snap.
I need to come there.
So you gonna let me tell you before you come in. Okay. It's not like headbusters like it used to be in the day.
No, but I seen somebody do like a video of it. How it's just like it looks very.
It is very gentrified.
Yeah.
I must say, I believe we've grown shown there. Like
I'll buzz you in.
Okay. Oh,
wow.
And don't they have like that little
see you
restaurant
pulling up at that building.
Yeah, I had shows in there.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
like
that.
apartments there, right?
On the other side.
On
That's
the other side.
Okay.
And then that's that's
with the business side.
All right. Well, we don't went a little too far from high school. We're hella past there. Let's get back on track.
Okay.
So let's start with we ain't asked y'all. We usually start with relationship status. So we're gonna head to the right. What did we usually say?
What's your status? Single and mingling.
Yeah.
Or
just tell us what your status is.
Well, I finally got my divorce papers from the last asshole. He signed them on our wedding anniversary, so I can't wait to get these bitches paid off. But I'm happily taken.
Okay.
Period.
All right. What we got?
Single and mingling or lockdown?
I'm single and mingling,
Okay.
honestly. I'm single and mingling-ish because I don't mingle with everybody.
Okay.
So
That's fair.
if you not about being a grown up and on some real shit, just go ahead and keep going. Don't even stop.
Skip
Just
over
keep
her.
Going.
Have a purpose.
Yeah.
That part.
What you doing?
Y'all know I be vibing. Right now I'm vibing with what the world throwing me.
Yeah.
And I'm catching it.
The novel, okay?
What you doing? Are you still seeking within yourself?
Complicated.
Oh, is we backtracking?
I bet I never.
Complicated.
It's complicated.
It's complicated.
Okay. Uh-oh, somebody saying something about
What's up,
this.
Gage?
Okay. That's
That
all.
looks like something my mama
All
wrote or
right,
something. Who wrote that?
Single and mingling.
Rhonda?
My mama.
No,
I just said
I
something
am
my
not
mama wrote.
single and mingling.
Let's read that.
I am married.
Period.
I'm married.
Yes.
How long you been married?
That's our goal.
Hold on. What's today?
Today's the 10th,
Okay,
ain't it?
it's 5 years and
amazing.
306.
So your anniversary is coming up.
Yes.
I know, I caught that real quick. Your anniversary around the corner.
Congratulations.
So it'll be 6 years. My baby daddy, my baby's father. No, seriously, I'm gonna put some respect on his name. But yeah, we've been married for almost 6 years.
I love
And
What's up?
have you been married before?
Yes, I have. I've been out in these streets before. Let's talk about it. And this, I know this is gonna come up later on down the line when I'm super rich and famous. But I feel like I spent 4 years in the penitentiary and another 4 years in
So how many times have you been married?
lockdown. So I was married. I've been married twice, but I was engaged once before I got married.
No judgment. I'm on my
So-
third divorce.
For a federal time, I say 4 years in the
She said
state,
federal
and then 4 years in the federal. Okay, No, but it really was. I mean,
We gotta
4 years
read that.
with
That's
I'm
long,
definitely gonna read that.
Super long.
4 years
read it?
with the fiance,
Not the full
I can't
comment.
see.
regret it. 10 years with
Once
the
you get done.
marriage, really fucking regret it. Let's go.
All right. So Rhonda said, I have many people that come to me and release everything they're experiencing in their life, and I am, by the grace of God, able to help and guide them through. Unfortunately, I've been through domestic violence, and I never got any therapy. However, my trials and tribulations became a great testimony to others. Had I gotten therapy, I feel like I would have triumphed a lot quicker. So in this transition, I have turned into a counselor/therapist without a license. Never dismiss your mental health. It not only helps you, it helps others that are connected to you.
Period. I love
That's
that.
from Rhonda. That's from my mama, right?
I'm gonna agree with your mama because when I finally
get that.
got brave enough to tell my story, not just what I went through as a kid, the abuse as a marriage, like you have no idea how many people just reach out and be like, "Thank you for sharing," because they feel like they're alone. And
Yeah,
that's what
because
my
your
thing was.
story could help people. And I do believe, like I seen how many people, my mama do attract a lot of people. And I do the same. That's why sometimes I had to shut off from the outside world. But on the as a child of a woman that was abused,
Shit's hard on us.
it's hard. And I still think to this day that my mama need to go to therapy. All the spirituality and all that is good, but she still haven't healed from the stuff she went through back in the day. She has a wonderful husband now, which is she has a story to tell because she really married her first husband again. It's her third time being married. She married her first husband. He's a wonderful person, but she still haven't healed from the other shit that she went through, and then she just lost her parents back to back. My mama need to go to therapy. She is very spiritual and all that, and that's cool. And when you are the person that everybody come to, you're holding other people's energy and different stuff like that too. You have to release that.
Have to release it.
I'm going to encourage your mom not only to go to therapy, but get into some form of counseling. And the reason why I say that is because oftentimes...
Okay, question.
Yes.
Difference between therapy and counseling.
I was just about to ask.
I mean,
that's a good question.
I mean, but how she phrased that was the first thing that came to my mind.
Because there's different accolades too, right?
Like you literally
come on,
I'm sorry.
Let's talk about it.
The way you phrased that, I had to ask.
So there is a difference between therapy and counseling. However, therapy, you got to think, okay, black folks. All right, you ready for it?
Come on. That's a
Black folks, right? Black people, that means you could be Jamaican, you could be Haitian, you could be African, you could be Black American, you could be Black. That's the umbrella of blackness. That's the umbrella of therapy. Counseling is the specific type.
Okay.
You know, so some people have life coaching, some people have consulting, some people have counseling.
Okay. That makes sense.
The different levels. So a licensed professional counselor, that means that they have a master's in counseling. So you will see them do the same repetitive behaviors, in my opinion, repetitive. Okay. They will ask, it's very what's the word for it? White. Fix it.
This wild KC, baby.
That's the way she said, what's the word? White.
But I need to hear that.
I ain't mad about it.
Yeah.
It is. It's very much so. If you don't do these specific mannerisms,
it's a problem.
Then you're not going to pass. And that's how a lot of black
And that's why we don't get the help that we need.
Because on the flip side, come on, social workers, let's go. Licensed professional social workers, licensed certified social workers, so LCSW.
And that's the LC, LCSW. So y'all know the difference because the insurance pay for certain ones, so you know who you getting. You got to research and see what the shit is. So listen to Tam.
Social workers are more, I can do what I please. It's not, it's really about the work.
It's not about
it. And I've seen some LPCs, and I'm not going to bash LPCs.
I had one good one.
They're the ones on my team.
The way they flow was like a good way.
They did what they had to do, and it does work. And I'm not bashing them. Then you have your licensed marriage and family therapists. They specialize in the family.
Yeah,
I don't do
one
that.
of those.
So which one is your specialty?
So I specialize in addiction medicine, psychopharmacology.
Okay.
You know, chemistry's my thing.
So
I like that.
I kind of feel the same way you do, Rocky, because I mean, my mama's probably watching. Hey, mommy. But I mean, I'm gonna tell a little bit of it because it's not some.
Yeah, not your story, right?
Story. But in watching, being a child of your mother that was abused and watching her go through that shit is traumatizing.
It is. It took me. I'm so different as a woman now. I've been through phases of life. Like, I'm really thinking about writing a book, an urban novel. But anyway, like, it took me to go to therapy to understand the reason why I am like I am. And I'm not going to sit here and blame my mama, but the way I have treated men is because how I seen men treat my mama. I vowed to myself that a man will never, ever be able to hog me out. I vowed to myself that my daughter will never, ever see a man put their hands on me. So in that case, I put my life on hold. You know what I'm saying? I feel like now I'm just now about to live my life. I'm getting my baby. I held on to her so tight for certain reasons because I didn't want her to see me. And we have conversations about certain things. And it took me to go to therapy to realize, because of what I went through, and I'm not blaming my mother, but the reason why I am with men. And I had to kind of start lightening up and kind of changing my ways, or I'm gonna be on some fuck nigga shit forever. I'm gonna be an old lady with 10 cats. Either way, I'll be going like I should have been a boy.
Cats? I feel you though. I don't even like cats, but that's not.
I do. I have a grandcat. His name is Marley. The kids broke me down.
You do like cats?
Yeah, it's my grandcat because I'm not responsible. I don't clean up shit. I'm gonna be very clear. I don't scoop up nothing. My mama traumatized me with animals. I don't fuck around. I don't clean up shit. I barely wanted to wipe a kid's ass when they came out my coochie. So I don't do that. I don't take care of him. But he loves me. I'm his favorite because we're spiritually. Cats are real spiritual. So I'm his favorite. But anyway, it's my daughter, Kat. She buys the food. She gets her own money. I taught her very well. So I'm just the grandma. You know, grandma's the cool person. I buy all the cool toys.
Toys and treats.
But y'all, I don't want to be 50 years old with like 2-3 cats. If I'm rich, I was like, I could be like.
What's scary about that?
My biggest fears is.
We about to get real deep if y'all want to.
Because when I got divorced, first of all, I was married for 6 years. We now been divorced for 5. Yeah. So yeah. When I got divorced, it triggered a lot of things that I didn't know were triggers until I went to therapy.
Can I ask you a question?
Okay.
What do you not want to know about yourself that you don't want to be alone with?
It's not that. Because I'm with myself a lot. I love me. You know what I'm saying? Being alone and being lonely are two different things.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? So I don't want to get old lonely.
Yeah. Lonely. That's it.
So you want the companionship.
Yes.
What does that look like though for you?
That is a wonderful question.
Man, therapists always be asking them questions that be like, but that's what you need to bring it out so that you could know.
For me, I know I'm supposed to be somebody's wife. I know I'm a wife. I do know that. I just don't know who to whom yet.
That's the thing.
So is it that you like nurturing and stuff like that you feel like that you want to make somebody?
Was because you was a wife for so long? Could that be it?
I don't know. Possibly. These are great questions.
Those are things that you got to explore.
I just know that me, the woman I am, I'm the supporter. I'm the backbone. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, fuck yeah. You the goat.
It's just that
you the goat.
I don't know to whom
and the new blue.
That was fire.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, when y'all were on our podcast, my ex-husband was a good first husband. You know what I'm saying? Neither of us knew what a successful marriage looked like. He's not a bad person. His communication sucks most days, but he's not a bad person at all. He's a great person. He's a great dad. I couldn't go back because I don't trust that he'll keep me safe.
And that's a good it ain't nothing like feeling safe, right?
You fucking hear me.
You want to feel safe, and that's in any type of relationship.
I'll say it to you like this, and I'm married, and I will say I am happily married, no bullshit. Genuinely are happily married.
You know, I could tell the difference.
Because I didn't like that.
Listen.
I didn't like
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this because
I don't even remember ever seeing a picture of your first.
So I pick up
second one. I seen him the whole time.
Rocky has.
I pick up on energy. So because I've been in your house with your first husband, and I knew I'm like something ain't right. You know, like she ain't happy. So I knew, but then after that, all the stuff, boom, boom,
That's
boom, and I'm like, okay, that's what's up. So she boom, and then you got and you could just see the glow in you. So I know that you are in a different place and that you happy. You got your baby now. And you got you a real husband on that dumb ass. And that's what's up. I love that. I can't wait to say some real bad shit. You know, but fuck all that.
But there's levels to that as well. And I will never talk shit on my husband.
Yeah, because it was a lesson, right?
Not my ex-husband. I might talk a little shit, but no, I wouldn't take any talking shit on my ex-husband. But my current husband, that's my husband. However, he will be my last husband.
Understood.
And what I mean by that is if he were to, and I hope not, pass today at this ripe old age of 36, that would be it for me. Not on some like really romantic type shit. It's on some...
You know, so you doing it again.
I'm not doing it again.
Understood.
It's so much. People want to get married and they want to stay married. And it's so much, not just from him or really, if it's a guy. If you are getting married to a man, as a woman or a man, it's going to be a problem.
Dang. Guess what? I'm the only person on the panel that ain't never been married.
Oh, wow.
I get rid of motherfucking niggas. So this is what I learned in therapy, that I'm a runner. Right? So remember, reverse back to how I said I was raised and then how I've been with men. Like the first time that anything, it's just like, and my daddy is so up here that I compare everybody to my daddy. And if you can't compare or whatever, I just get rid. Or if you ain't on what I'm on, fuck you. That's how I used to be. Now I'm a work in progress and things are a little different. But yes, I used to be a runner, and this is the first time that the only person that haven't been married, you guys. Where the fuck is my motherfucking ring?
When I
do you want it?
In therapy, because of my therapist,
Good question.
I realized that my ex-husband was my father. I ended up marrying my father.
Most people do.
You know, and except for the fact that my ex-husband wasn't a preacher. That's the only, like, thing that there was, because my daddy was a preacher. But other than that, like, there are times my daddy communication sucked like all hell. That's my ex-husband. It makes me want to punch him in the face every motherfucking time. And he knows it, because I wanted to punch him in the face yesterday. And then, but when it comes to being a father, like when my daddy made a lot of mistakes with us. Okay. My mother was his first wife. Okay. And so I'm the baby of the first batch of kids. You know what I'm saying? So
how many kids he got? Was he a Rolling Stone?
No.
I'm gonna fit this water across.
He just had like. Well, we just trying to paint the picture. You never know.
My stepmother is technically still married to my daddy. You see what I'm saying? Although my daddy's been gone for 11 years now.
Guess what her stepmama is? She's smart. She gonna get them benefits.
Actually, my mama got them first.
But she anyway, did have them first. So after that certain year, we talked about that.
Years,
we ain't gonna put y'all on that.
Anyway, I don't know what you thought.
You're right about that.
Okay.
No, but what it was my daddy.
That's
because
he
started becoming a preacher when I was young. So he was all about church, and he wasn't always home. I was 3 when my parents got divorced. I do not remember living with my parents.
Like having a family type of.
So that's one thing. And then when he married my stepmother and my little sister came, and he also basically took in my stepsister. So technically it's 7 of them. If you ever ask my daddy, you can't now, but if you ever was to ask my daddy, he has 7 kids. You know what I'm saying? And he instilled that in us, no matter what. Like my stepsister,
I call her
my stepsister because it's easier for y'all to understand.
So your daddy was a real one,
but
that's
your sister. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what, like I didn't like her at first because I'm like, how the hell, you know what I'm saying? Like the fuck, you know what I mean? But my daddy tried to make up a lot of the mistakes he did with the first 5 with my little sister. You know what I'm saying? And it took for us to get older to ask him those questions. I didn't ask a lot of them because I really wasn't sure. I wanted to know the answer. My eldest brother asked a lot of them. I mean, like they almost went to blows one day. They was talking. You know what I'm saying? So, but to this day, you can't tell me nothing about my dad. You know what I'm saying? Like I always wanted to be that daddy's girl that my little sister got to be. Which is why I didn't like her.
See, that's how I be telling you. I think that like my sister feel like that about me.
Yeah,
I'm a daddy's girl.
So did that show up in your marriage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It did.
I realized it did. It took me a while to step back and look at it again, but it did. It showed up in my marriage because my ex-husband has 2 kids before my son. So in raising his oldest son, I used to call him my oldest son, but that's a different story. It was a lot. And then when I got pregnant with my son and had my son, I realized that I might have made a small difference between the two. Mm-hmm. And I would try not to. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But it was hard because his egg donor was still, around. Mm-hmm. And all of that. I'm still working on that in therapy, Jesus.
Yeah. Co-parenting is a
chore.
You got to be able to
co-parenting is tricky.
You got to be mature enough to co-parent.
Do you have any advice on co-parenting?
You have to be mature. You have
for the black woman.
You have to. My advice is you got to take yourself out of it. It's not about you and him. It's about the kid.
It's more to it than that. And I'm gonna say this is unpopular.
Go ahead.
But even married people co-parent.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Ooh, my co-host like to say that. She said you could still be in a relationship and still,
you could be a married single parent, and it often happens with married single mothers. Let me explain something.
That was me.
When we talk about women getting married, that's why I said this will be my last. This is it.
Completely understand.
Don't ask. No, you can't list. No,
I will be your forever girlfriend.
Okay, I won't even be that, baby.
She said nothing's enough.
Yeah. What Ray J said ain't gonna tie me down.
They scare me small, so I'm gonna have a spiritual wedding.
Okay, to myself.
But I need my name on all the benefit paperwork.
I know that. I have a lavender marriage before I ever have another real one. No, seriously. Women go through so much birthing children into a marriage. And no matter how much, and I'm going to say this, and I really mean this, my husband's phenomenal. I'm going to brag on him tonight. We're going to go home and argue. Watch. No, he's been phenomenal in the hospital when I had my daughter, advocating for us, not just for our daughter, but for me. Aftercare, bringing me whatever I want, whatever I need. Even today, being a present parent, it doesn't stop the matrescence. And my people are like, what the hell is that?
Make sure you say it for the people that didn't go to school to say the regular word too.
There is no regular word. and it's messed up.
Yeah.
Matrescence. It's like adolescence. Okay. However, it's directly after you have children.
Yes, Lord.
And we talk about postpartum depression, but you don't talk about postpartum rage. You don't talk about postpartum anxiety. And you don't talk about matrescence. And when we talk about matrescence, you have to get, what is this body that I have? What is this mind?
Who feeling? Everything.
Who is this? It's such a transformation because you're recovering, and it can take 7 years to a lifetime for recovery. You may never gel with that person again after that, depending on how this sensitive time happens. So you asked about co-parenting. Is having your partner, whoever they are, fill in the gaps and support you how you need to be supported. Now, I'll give an example. It was my birthday a couple months back. And, most women, maybe most women or some women, the idea of women, they maybe want some flowers and some candy.
Yeah,
my husband took me to Cabela's and bought me a shotgun. Come on.
That's
Hey, that's kind of cool though. Rocky would have liked the new gun for her birthday.
I would love to go.
The flower. Sometimes it's the finessing of it. Like you gotta build up to the stuff for later. Like it's the build up of it. So I get it. I get it.
My husband was great on the flowers or whatever, just cause. You know what I'm saying? He was wonderful at that. So when it came to my birthday or Christmas, I never really wanted anything because he did it throughout the rest of the year. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. But I still want my purple 380. I ain't even talking about it.
But that's what I'm saying is actually listening to your partner about what they need,
right?
To show
and that's
up.
with communication. You need to know your partner's love language. Everybody's love language ain't the same.
That part.
Like,
And
talk to me nice.
And
just like I said, I would
Yeah.
appreciate the gun. This lady would have just liked some cool flowers for the high 30.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You done spent hundreds on some shit she don't even want.
Yeah.
It be the simple things like it's the simple things. Like my crushed ice, my favorite crushed ice.
Yeah.
And you come with my favorite crushed ice, my gum that I like, my favorite blunts and shit. Like, it's the little things.
It's the thought. You put thought into it.
Like, because you listen.
Yeah.
Instead of doing the cookie cutter generic, and that's the same thing with co-parenting. I know, and my husband knows, that my daughter don't like to be dirty. She don't like to be dirty. She don't like. You gotta change her immediately. He'd be like, "All right, Boo Bear, let's go. We're about to go change. Oh, you in here bothering your mama? Let your mama rest. Give your mama some time.
I love that.
Come on, let's go to the store." It's never, "Hey, take your kid with you." It's never that.
That's dope.
So co-parenting is more. It's more than that.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
Okay.
Come on with y'all questions, because I know
Oh,
y'all got
okay. We do.
Okay.
So this is one that I'm really interested in. Mental health in America is in a state of emergency. Do you agree or disagree with that? And then,
has been for years.
Yeah.
and then what?
I don't think people
I mean, it's
agree
been in
that
a state of. To me,
think that
it's
they
been
should
in
be
a
going
state
to
of emergency. But I just want to hear your thoughts.
It's just now in the
It's
forefront.
been in the field. What do you think?
Who's emergency?
That's a good
No, I'm
question.
serious. Who's emergency? Because we talk
I think it's the
about
people's emergency. The people need help.
Yeah, they do.
they've been needing help.
Help!
Been crying for years.
But here's the
But
thing.
nobody's listening.
It's the and that they ain't going to. It's the stigma behind mental health. It wasn't safe, especially I'll speak as a person of color. It wasn't safe to get any help.
That part.
Where were you going to get help from? Where were you going to get
And then who
support
could afford it?
from? Number two,
That's another
who could
thing.
afford
Who's
it?
gonna pay for it?
Who's going to pay for it? Are you getting
shit
quality
expensive
for the money that you're paying for it? So is it in a state of emergency? It's always been in a state of emergency. Has it become in the forefront like the fentanyl crisis? Fentanyl came out in what year?
Fentanyl been out.
Okay, what year?
I don't know. That's not a drug I dealt with.
2000 something,
It's
2000.
a drug I just had a very fucked up experience with.
I don't deal with that drug.
1959.
When?
Wow.
Exactly my point. So we're
the same
taking
to say
things.
for
There's a
mental
reason
health,
why the civil rights movement was filmed in black and white, and the hippie movement was filmed in color. It's the same time. It was the 60s. So the same thing is happening here. That stigma has been, oh, bedlam, got people in chains, and you don't fool with them, they crazy. And then now it's like, oh my God, my mental health. It's because it's become convenient. And yes, people also hide behind their mental health. If I can say, you know what, I'm a little fucked up in the mind, so this is going to excuse my behavior.
So how do people reach out to get a lot of people, like we said, can't afford. Does Medicaid and different do they cover
They can.
therapists?
Yes.
So just seek through their health insurance, whoever that may be, to find out what covers and who accepts it. What about you, Tim? You don't accept what you accept?
I don't accept nothing. I do it for free. So the Kansas City Black Mental Health, this is my plug.
Let's talk about this is a perfect time.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
Yes, so the Kansas City Black Mental Health Initiative, we have what's called the Black Therapy Fund. No, you do not have to be black to participate. We offer no-cost therapy services from a therapist of your choosing. And it's geared towards BIPOC because we do not have the best outcomes. Not only that, on the first and third Wednesdays of the month, we have what's called Mental Wellness Wednesdays. And you could come out, and it's not therapy, but you can ask, open forum, you can ask any question. No question is off topic. Not one.
Okay.
And so if you want to know about billing and coding and what that billing will look like down the line if you ever have insurance, because some insurance
And we're going
won't
to post
pay
this on the page,
for
guys.
suicide, right? Or some insurance won't pay for autism or whatever that looks like. We could talk about that. We can have those open, real conversations. Now, am I going to say everybody who takes insurance is bad? No, but a lot of people fall through the cracks. Not poor enough to get Medicaid or be on Medicare, you're not old enough, or you're not rich enough to have insurance. Mm-hmm. Most private practice people work on a sliding fee scale. Mm-hmm. So, come fuck with us.
Okay, and we're going to post that on the page.
Y'all need to come get this help, man.
Shout out to Mrs. Vang coming up in this motherfucker. Hit us with that therapy knowledge on y'all ass. Don't ever be ashamed. Anything. We're going to post a domestic violence number on there again because we real big and heavy on we don't fuck with motherfuckers that hit anybody. That could go both ways. Yeah. Women, you shouldn't be putting your hands on a man, and men, you shouldn't put your hands on a woman. Sometimes women put yourself in a position that you shouldn't put yourself in.
Yeah.
I watched my daddy walk away from so much stuff. He is the realest man, one of the realest men that I know. So I hold him up here. That's why I compare so much. Like, if you just ain't fucking with Javon Williams, you ain't fucking with him. He is a real one. I'm talking like he dead. My daddy alive. He's a real one. Please, God, don't take my daddy. I can't handle that. I swear to God, I can't. Please, I done been through enough. Before we play the game, I got a personal question. I want to know, what do you feel like the stages of grief is? Woo. Me and my co-host went through a lot last year. Mm-hmm. We both lost our grandmothers back to back. My daughter lost her dad.
Oh, I'm sorry for you.
It's been crazy. It was crazy for real. I just buried a classmate. Rest in peace to Terry Lewis. I buried him Friday. Coming together, I'm so close. My best friend is my best friend since first grade. So, linking up with everybody from elementary, because Terry went to elementary school with us, just with everybody and seeing everybody, and still we all got a piece of each other. We all literally hang around each other still. So it was just crazy, and it's like, dang, one of us is gone. And a couple of the boys, I ain't gonna put y'all out on Front Street because I already talked to y'all on the side that y'all need to get it together because somebody was just laying in the casket. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So what are your stages of grief?
It's really the stages of change. So I think we talk about grief as if we don't experience it every day.
All day, every day.
And we do, but not in the ways that you would think of it. Like, I'll give an example, a real quick one. Let's say you got your favorite food, whatever. What's your favorite food, Rocky?
I'll say my pizza.
I was about to say some junk shit.
We're
going to say pasta for the road.
Girl, bye. Okay, pasta.
Lord help me.
Let's say you had some fire ass pasta and you had your mouth set on it, and you got home
and that shit was gone.
Oh,
and I'm mad. Who drank my motherfucking apple juice?
Okay. Who did it?
For real, everybody could get it.
How could they do this to me? I'm mad.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Then wait a minute. I'm gonna take you through the other stages. Then you in disbelief. I know this motherfucking line. It's in here somewhere.
That part. I start with disbelief.
That's me.
You lying. You lying. You gotta lie. Then I quickly go into anger.
That is me.
Then bargaining. You might find the person say, "Hey, I know you got it. Give it to me. It's all good." You bargaining.
Yeah.
Right? Some people finally hit acceptance that you're not gonna have that pasta. So you're going through those 5 stages of grief, but it's really the stages how you handle change and how you handle those traditions, those transitions to change. You're pre-contemplative. I'm thinking about it. I don't know if I got a problem or not, but I'm just, I'm out here. Then you contemplative. I might have a bit of a problem. There might be something going on. That's for, this person is sick. You're not prepping yourself for this big change, this life
because
quake,
I not to cut you off, I think it's a difference. Like, I knew my grandpa died 5 years before my grandma. Mm-hmm. I feel like half of her died with him. That was the only man she knew, right? And then her health started declining. Mm-hmm. So it's like I knew that my grandma, and when I started seeing her, because she was always up, she liked to shop and do different stuff. And when she started dwindling, I knew, you know what I'm saying, that she was ready to go. We had those conversations and different stuff. So it hurt because that's my grandmother, but it was different. Mm-hmm. When I got that call and my baby daddy was gone, and my daughter wouldn't have a father no more, that's a whole different ball game to have to figure out how I'm about to go tell Leah that her daddy gone. I'm a daddy's girl. That man, I'm going to not tell my daughter's story, you know what I'm saying? But that's her father. That's not her biological dad, but that's her father. Like, fuck her donor. That's her father. Her father is in the ground, and I had to tell my daughter that. That, my pain hurt for her. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, that was my friend still, because he was a real nigga. Rest in peace to Wells. You know what I'm saying? But that, my pain hurt for her. So it was different. That was unexpected. He was young. That boy was still a baby. But my grandma was sick. You know what I'm saying?
But it's the same, but we treat it differently. Yeah. We should talk death daily.
Yeah, because it's normal, right?
It is something that we're all going to experience. Everybody.
But I tell you, I was scared to come out the house. Like, I didn't come out the house. Not even that I was scared. It's just like, I don't even want my daughter to not have a parent. Like, somebody got to see my daughter walk across the stage. Yeah. Like, everything changed after that. Like, I moved totally different. Everything is different. Everything.
But I feel what you're saying though, Rocky, because when I lost my grandma, we knew she was sick. We knew, you know what I'm saying? We knew she was declining, so we were prepared. But when I lost my daddy was sick, but the fuck? Like, it was so not expected. You know what I'm saying? So we weren't prepared.
But that's the thing, is we never prepare for that as a society. So my biological father loved the shit out of him. He was shot and killed. Okay. And I was just talking to him. I had planned on seeing him that day, you know, and it took me by surprise. But then when I started processing it in therapy, right, we talked about the stages of change and the stages of grief. If you go through the stages of change, knowing that that is a change that is going to happen, not saying that you'll be prepared for it, because there's nothing that can prepare you for death. Yeah. But you'll be able to kind of rationalize, and you'll live your life a lot differently. You guys knew me growing up. I'm a lot different today than I was back then. Mm-hmm. One of the reasons why I said absolutely yes to your podcast, just like, when am I going to see Rocky again?
This is call me Geronda this time, y'all.
I didn't. See, I'm mindful in my mind, okay? When am I gonna see that person again? And it's not like making these bad thoughts in your mind, but saying, okay, this may be the last
opportunity. And I appreciate you for coming and sitting with us.
In regards to grief, though, does it always have to be associated with death?
No, let's talk about it. We just use the same.
Because you could grieve relationships, right? Yeah, we grieve relationships, right?
Divorce, definitely.
Yeah. Grieve relationships, and not just intimate partner relationships,
right?
Yeah, friendships.
Yeah. I'll take you.
Talk about it.
Who has worked with a cohort of people that you love the shit out of, that you no longer are a part of that family?
Yes, ma'am.
Had to close down the restaurant.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Because I feel so bad. I call these people like my golden girls at work. Mm-hmm. And like, I feel like the people are pushing the people out without trying to get too deep into the shit because I need my job. But I'm like, dang, they all retiring. I'm friends. I love the OGs. I connect with older people. That's just me. I always like seasoned people. And it's like, dang, stuff just ain't the same no more. So basically, long story short, I can't wait to move to my new building, exit away from my house on November 18th. Goodbye downtown to the state building. It's been fun watching you women flash the men at the jail and do all that stuff I've been watching y'all do for years outside of. Y'all been doing it. Y'all write chalk. Y'all love y'all men in jail. I ain't mad at you. If he a man that's taking care of you, because some of these men is paid in jail and they be be sending the money
And
from
do.
the inside to the
And
outside.
do.
So if you on that, I'm with it. But if you sending the money, I'm not with you. I ain't with that. Or chat, whatever the fuck. Don't do it, girl. Don't do it. Like, break free. Okay? But we have had fun doing this therapy stuff. We're going to move along and play this game. We're going to lighten the mood real quick so we could get out of here. If you know me, y'all know that we got to give people an option to be part of your bullshit. So we like to play accept it or reject it here. Okay. So I'm going to say a couple things and you're going to say if you accept it or reject it.
No
and you could, ain't no in between. I don't need you to think about it.
No gray area?
No, it's whatever.
Now, I'm a therapist. How you gonna do that to me?
No, we don't need you to say, now, what would you do if the sky was green today? We don't want you saying that, Town. This is accepted or rejected. We're knocking the therapy stuff out there. We're done with that.
Oh, God,
We're about to play this. You pick whichever one, and if you like, you could reiterate. Okay?
Yeah.
So I like to be in people's business. So are you accepting or rejecting? We're gonna start to the right, by the way. Bondage.
Define bondage. I got a question.
BDSM. Do you like to get tied up? Would you
Accept
tie up your partner? Handcuffs. Would you get covered up?
Accept it.
With the right person.
Okay, you accept it
Okay.
with the right person. If you watch the show,
You already know our answers.
yeah.
I still want to.
100% accepted. I'm the dom. What do you mean? Let's go.
Don't play with me.
She did. I see that.
See it. Y'all know I'm a bedroom enhancer. And I can tell when people, it be the people you least expect. They be into that shit and they be having a dungeon in their house. I'm trying to tell you what they be into.
Right.
So, put you up on game, you can see it in their eyes and you can read it. And you can tell.
Taurus.
You a Taurus? All right, what's your sign?
I'm an Aquarius.
I don't know.
What's your sign?
Virgo all day.
I'm a motherfucking
so nice.
Sagittarius, and I tell you, y'all got a couple motherfucking days before we start sagittating in this
I'm gonna say,
bitch.
you
So
said that's
get
my
ready.
son, right?
Let me take yep, on the motherfucking December 16th. Y'all better get ready. If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. When you see me in that all black, no, I'm on some other shit. What's your sign?
I see.
I should know. I see.
All right. So are we accepting or rejecting opposite
Go ahead and say it. Don't
opposite friendship? So like my best friend is a dude. He's non-motherfucking negotiable. Like I said, me and my friends, I've been friends since like Big Crayons, right? He's like a brother to me. So would you accept if your man, you know, you tied the fuck in, if he had a female best friend, are you accepting or rejecting?
Accepting it. My best friend has been my best friend since we was 10 years old. He live in Boston. Like, it's fair exchange. It's not robbery.
This best friend was before or after me.
It would definitely have to be before because why was he building a friendship when I'm after? Now then we gonna have to get rid of the nigga and the friend.
You see what I'm saying? Then I'm accepted.
Okay.
Then I'm accepted. Because if you build friendships after we get together, it's a problem.
Yeah, you got some Dutch in you.
No.
Dutch some shit.
If you friends when you locked up, then you fucking with them. Because I done hold motherfuckers down in jail. So if you friends with somebody locked up, then you're really friends locked up. They wasn't your friend if they disappeared while you was locked up and then you got out.
I'm just saying you really didn't stay in as much contact with
them.
So
they're not your
you
friend.
didn't get to speak too much of.
Knowing my husband, I'm rejecting.
You're rejecting?
I 100% rejecting knowing my husband.
Because you know that he wouldn't be a friend with a female?
Never, ever. He's trying to,
that part.
Y'all be sleep on these other folks. People count Asian men out.
Her husband is Asian, y'all.
Yes.
Yeah, she got a mix. Her baby is so freaking cute. Oh my God.
Thank you.
If we had a picture, I'd hit the little thing. But go look at her page. She's so cute and mixed. I love she got her Asian. Tell us about the Asian man. How did you hook your Asian?
Let me tell you something. On accident. And first of all, he hooked me. I didn't hook him. Okay?
Keep it wild for the women.
I'm be for real with you. Most Asian men love black women. And do. But that's why I wouldn't accept. Well, tall enough. My
You do
husband's
now?
almost 6 foot. What are you talking about? Find the ones. They're there.
How tall is he? Because he seems tall. He look tall.
He's almost 6 foot.
That's too short for me. I'm almost 6.
That's true, but there's other ones. There's other ones. There's some.
What his cousins?
Come around,
He got some cousins and stuff. That's not married.
Single, cause
Yeah.
We just trying to see what Mr. Vang got on his tree.
They are.
And Raw KC.
He's got a lot of single. I don't know if
We're sitting here
y'all like hood folk.
I am hood.
Okay, then that's where it is. You see, again, like I said, people discount Asian men.
Don't count them out.
And they don't think that they think that they have a certain stereotype burned in their mind, and it's completely the opposite. So if he came to me and said,
I never thought about an Asian man.
This is my
and I never
best
put one on my
friend.
list.
I've been knowing her since XYZ. I'm like, he didn't hit her. No, he can't. No, she can't come over here.
Where did y'all meet at?
Through a whole lot of mess on accident.
So tell me this. I'm going to ask this. I wasn't because I asked it a lot because I'm nosy. So accepting, we're going to start to the right real quick. Accepting, yes, because I want to know her. Accepting or rejecting poly? I asked everybody this, and everybody that watch this show know that I'm with this shit. And or I could go either way because I got a conversation the other day that was kind of disturbed me. Yeah. What are you doing? Accepting or rejecting poly? You're not into poly. You're not accepting. You're not sharing your man, and you ain't with that shit. You not playing with these bitches. You a smack a hoe.
Hard pass.
She gonna smack a hoe messing with her man.
Well,
he on that show, so y'all know that light skinned man don't play with him.
And the way he dodged out, I was crying.
Okay, what
this is a little too close to home for you.
You accepting or rejecting poly, and you could reiterate. If you did it and it didn't work out.
I'm not necessarily against poly now that I know more about it.
So you was in a relationship?
I've never been in a poly relationship. I just
accept it or reject it. No in between.
Like I said,
accept it.
Now that I know more,
who taught you more? Because we just didn't talk about it. So I'm trying to figure out how you. Now that you know more, you with it.
I haven't actually been involved in it, but
you're open to it.
Yes, I'm open to it.
All right, we're accepting it.
Yeah, we'll accept it.
All right. Y'all know Rocky with the shit. Under the right side, under the right. But listen, you had to be a king, and you had to be able to do that. But I'm okay with not being in the poly too, because somebody hit me up and said some other shit, and I might fuck some shit. I can do either way, depending on area, what you could handle.
There's no gray area.
This is my show and my game, so. So we're rocking with I'm on what the fuck you on. I'm team equal rights.
And you accept it.
I definitely accept it. I'm with this shit. We could definitely add our money together because it's more. Don't think about sex, my nigga. I'm thinking about the cash.
That's what I'm saying. It's
not the ass.
It's way
so you know that when you come to me and I don't give a fuck. Go fuck that bitch. How much money she got? That's what we on.
Oh, she helping with our credit? Bet.
That's what we on.
Hold on, let her answer hers.
Fuck up.
That's what you might want to do.
Let her answer hers.
Tam, what about you?
So let me give you this quick history lesson. My husband is Hmong, okay? And they are known for having multiple wives.
Oh, really?
His grandfather had multiple wives.
How many wives?
I can't tell you that. I'll get in trouble.
Oh, you can't tell?
But still, hey, now y'all.
So you accepting it?
I said, hey, now, y'all, that means I already got another wife. What you mean, cuz? What you mean?
What are you talking about? That's my
Yeah, look at that, the faces.
That's my dog. But I already knew she was going to accept it.
At one point in time, I was definitely
I knew I was going to accept it because she said she was dumb. So if you own what the fuck, if you know, you know what the fuck you know. If you don't, you don't.
Because
come how you come.
There are rules to it.
There are rules.
I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody was giving me the background of it, and I'm like, okay, well, that make life easier.
All right, so That was the last one. So we're gonna put up our business of the day, and then we about to get on out of here. So this is our business of the day. We got stress therapy. Make sure we're gonna post this on the page. What she does is super dope. Read it. Y'all know Rocky been drinking now, so I'm not reading that shit. So we're gonna post it on the motherfucking page. She's super dope. I'm going to book her. She's in Raytown. Read it. And we outside.
Yeah.
And here I am again. Hey. We wrapping this shit up.
All right, KC, thank you so much for tuning in with us. We are real ass women having real ass conversations.
That was funny. I did not expect that. I did not expect that.
Well,
It's
so
me a little bit.